Sports Talk in the Man Cave, guys. We are back once again. You know, we had a few comments from Dr. Horacio Diaz this last time that he wanted us to talk more Cowboys because we're Cowboy guys or football guys. So we're going to talk a little bit of football and specifically Cowboys, maybe mention the Dolphins a little bit, and then we'll mention a few other things that we're going to talk about. But let's get into our Cowboys, first of all. 17 games, it's the first time they're going to be playing 17 games in a season. How do you think they're going to do with that type of schedule with one extra game?
I'm concerned, especially with our starting quarterback coming off an injury. I'm concerned that it's a lot. So they might have to do the Greg Popovich rest because he's old thing.
Yeah, 17
The only thing about the NFL is every game you play is important. It's not like the NBA.
Right.
So
I wonder how they're going to do with the preseason though, right? So the second game is probably going to be the one they're going to play everybody.
They're eliminating, I don't think that you can do that unless it's further down the season and you've already clinched a playoff spot, or you know more or less where your position is going to be at. But yeah, I mean the key to I think every NFL team is the health. If we can keep it, especially on the trenches, the offense and defensive line, if we can keep that healthy, especially the defensive line, because the defensive line is going to cover up all the mistakes that we have on all the youth that we have on the defensive backs. So we got to keep that defensive line, healthy. That way they can put pressure on the quarterback. That way they don't have to sustain that long. Those defensive backs.
I think it's going to be a very, very long season. I mean, they were complaining about 16 games, now adding another game. But hopefully what we would see more of this year is if you have a huge lead, you're going to sit some of your quarterbacks, your running backs, your top receivers. If you have that huge lead, hopefully they get a little bit of rest. You know how they normally play the whole game no matter what the lead is, and the quarterback wants to be in there and stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is that the offensive line never really gets the rest they need. So they have to keep on playing and
pounding,
no matter who's behind them.
I think depth is the key, right?
Yeah.
Depth. I think we need. And the good thing is about last year is that so many backups played last year, so they should be seasoned this year. So if a starting lineman gets dinked here and there, we have some of that coverage that we have that experience from last year.
Yeah.
I was reading that we're only going to have that one center, badass.
we're gonna have one center on the roster.
Well, no, not on the roster, but there's no one really competing with him for the starting job.
I think Looney, right?
You can always, it's hard, but you can always move linemen around to different spots. It's very hard though.
It's very difficult.
But you can move them.
If you see, it's very difficult for them to go from the right to the left, even from guard to tackle. It's a different type of game.
But you can do it.
Yeah, but you can do it.
But they got rid of their long snapper this year. He retired.
It's very important.
And that's very important. So
because we're going to be punting a lot.
Yeah, so that's a problem. Before this guy, there was another guy there that was also lasted like 15, 16 years, man. Yeah. Those guys last forever because they play, I don't know how many snaps per game.
Yeah, you just got to run down the field and try to tackle somebody.
Yeah, so that's difficult. But I think they signed somebody from the Raiders or another guy.
For a long snapper?
Yeah, for a long snapper.
I already
I
paid
think they
attention
brought
to
over
that.
somebody. So
long snappers can't play center though.
No, they can't.
So that's not a solution to that problem.
These are normally smaller guys
that can run down the field.
Yes, that's about it. And
accuracy is everything.
Yep, it's basically like a pass.
Yeah, but the receiving core of the Cowboys. What do you all think of that?
They were great. I mean, last
Cooper,
year,
Gallup.
everybody thought they were going to go over 1,000 each, right? So
yeah, but that injury just ruined everything. Dak's injury.
Dak's
injury. They were on pace for it all through.
I think even the cap gun. I'm sorry. What's his name? Is it the
Red
gun? Or
Raider?
I think he would have even done good with had the offensive line not gotten banged up. That the receivers. CeeDee Lamb is due for a breakout year this year.
Red
Rifle, there you go. I think I dogged him so much, I started calling him Cap Gun. What's his name? Michael Gallup is a contract year, so he has to put up numbers. And Amari Cooper, if he doesn't want to get cut, we got next year because of the cap. And so they're all due for a good year.
I have a feeling CeeDee Lamb is going to step into the leader role in the receiving core. and Cooper is gonna kind of start taking a step backwards.
And that's the way it was when Dak was still playing last year. And besides that, they also have Cedric Wilson, that number 11 guy.
Go deep, he can go deep, right?
Yes,
Goes
he
deep,
can go
yeah.
deep. He can catch the crossing patterns and make some yards.
That's good, man. So I don't think they have a problem there. And they don't have a problem at running back because Pollard is there. But with Elliott, if he doesn't want to get go to another team next year, he's got to step it up.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree that he's due for a big year because if not, I think honestly, I think they're going to cut him. I think he's auditioning for their teams. And he's auditioning for a big contract because I think the Cowboys, the easiest thing they can do is now they sign Dak for all this money, is cut Zeke next year, draft another one in the second, third round, and save that money.
Yeah.
You know, I used to think like there's no way you can cut Zeke, but now that I look at it, I see other teams that are cutting big running backs, and then those running backs go on to do nothing after.
Yeah.
So
Le'Veon Bell.
yeah, that's one of them.
And I think Gilbert's exactly right when he's saying that he's gonna do his performance for
You're right.
for
Other teams.
because they say that he came in the best shape that he's been in a long time. Even Dak was saying it's the best shape he's ever seen him in.
Really?
So I think he got the word.
Well, we'll
Yeah.
see, man. We'll see.
The problem is going to be the defense once again. The problem is the defense.
Now they have a new coach, right? The new defensive coach. So that's going to make a difference. They're not going to try. They're going to go back basically to what they used to play more or less. So I don't think they're going to be as confused. So I think they're actually going to do better. And they drafted heavy on the defense this year, right?
They did pretty good.
Yeah, I think that Jalen Smith was blaming the defensive switch to the way he played. So now they're going back to the way they used to line him up, and I think it was either. And I think they have him at the mic.
They had him at the mic.
Anyways, and then they got Micah Parsons, who's going to uplift everybody because now they're saying, hey, there's a new sheriff in town. We got to step up because if not, this kid is going to take our jobs.
Yeah, yeah.
And Van Der Esch is another one that put out that he had been really working hard this year.
But him, he just has to stay healthy.
He has to stay healthy.
Yeah,
he has to stay
he's
healthy.
good if he's healthy. He's very, very good if he's healthy. And I think most of the guys were confused last year for whatever reason. They couldn't get the defense, man.
Randy Gregory's ready to go the full season.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. His full season.
What does that mean?
His full season.
10
like
games, 8 games, 6 games.
That's his full season. So
No,
we'll see.
so
We'll see how he does.
he should help out. He should help out.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But they're going to start with Tampa Bay. That's good. Now, one of the things is the Cowboys do have 4 games because they're playing the Hall of Fame game. So they're going to have 4 preseason games, and then of course their schedule. But they're going to start with Tampa Bay, which I said on Facebook that Cowboys should win that game.
Easy win. Book it.
Easy.
My first week, book it.
It's a book it. Gilbert, what do you think?
It's a toss-up, I think, because I think Tampa Bay's going to come in maybe a little bit overconfident. They got that Super Bowl, celebration still fresh, and Brady's a weak link.
He's old.
I hope so. I just hope that the Cowboys can win that game.
Yeah.
I know Tom Brady was making fun of their America's team that they shouldn't be called that and all this stuff. So if the Cowboys win that game, that's gonna look good.
The only hope that I have is that Dak picks up where he left off. They were scoring about 30 points per game. And if they could do that, they'll do all right. Because we still don't know what the defense has to offer.
Right.
So
we won't. We'll see how it goes on the preseason. But they move on to the Chargers, which I think the Cowboys should win that game, and then they move on to the
Chargers are tough.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Because they have a good little young quarterback.
Yeah, the young quarterback is good. I like that guy. I saw him play. He looks really good.
I think they're gonna be a lot better this year because he's gonna be more confident. It's his team. Like, I think they're gonna be better. And it's gonna be a tough one.
I think he was the best quarterback in that draft that he was in. Just
so you think the Cowboys may struggle with that?
They may struggle. Are they gonna lose? I don't know because we have Dak.
Come on!
Wow,
that
came out of your mouth, dude. We have Dak now. Yeah, we're great. And then we go to Philadelphia, Carolina. Win. Giants win. New England, maybe a win.
That's
put it down
those are wins. Unless we don't get out coached.
That's a possibility. Yeah. That's a possibility. Then we have a bye. That's a win. And then we go to a couple of good games here: Minnesota and then Denver.
I don't like Minnesota coming. I think we're talking about this earlier. I don't like Minnesota coming into this year. I think they're also their window kind of passed already. That they're the window of opportunity. I think Cousins is already getting a little bit older and he's due for a couple of picks that game.
But Minnesota Cowboys, Minnesota.
It's always a good game.
It's always a good game.
Yeah.
It's always a good game. I mean, you can't.
I'm still taking the Cowboys because I think our offense is gonna come together this year. I think this I never say it, but this is our year. For real, for real. No, I never say it, but I think this is our year, and I think we're gonna be a really good team.
I think they have potential. Yeah, they do have potential.
I'm feeling positive today. That's why.
Denver. I'm hoping that Cowboys can beat Denver. I know.
Denver, yeah.
Are they playing in Denver? Or are they playing?
No, they're playing here.
They have quarterback problems.
Yeah.
Drew Lock, I don't like him.
I don't like Drew Lock either.
I mean, I don't know him, but he's not a good quarterback.
As a quarterback.
I don't like him as a
He
quarterback.
hasn't proved. He hasn't solidified himself.
Yeah, no.
We have Falcons after that.
I think we could take the Falcons too because their defense is not that good, and I think Matt Ryan is also getting up there in age, and he's not as good as he used to be. And they lost Julio Jones, so.
Yeah, minus Julio. So
And
that's
I think they gave up a record on defense points.
yeah,
One
they-
time.
Yeah, they gave tons of points.
Yeah.
Kansas City after that. Definite win.
Well, obviously that one I'm not choosing the Cowboys.
Yeah, I'm not gonna choose the Cowboys.
I don't think I would choose anybody
Oh, yeah.
over the Chiefs
I
this
don't
year.
think we're ready yet.
No,
Yeah, no.
maybe in the Super Bowl.
The Chiefs. I mean,
Maybe it could come out like
I
the
had-
year when we beat the Seahawks at the Seahawks. Never know.
Yeah,
But the Chiefs are not the Seahawks.
the Chiefs could. They're probably good. And now I think they
And that's
struggled last year in
12
the
games
defense,
into
right?
the season already.
Yeah, but they probably would have been the Super Bowl champions even with that defense if their line was healthy.
If their line was
That's
healthy, that
true.
was a big thing.
That's
So
true.
so they're a really good team. They're probably
I
the
thought it
best
was
team.
2 guys. You said it was like more like 4 guys.
4 guys, 4 offensive linemen out.
Two starters,
2 COVID and 2 hurt.
but 2 starters, right?
I thought 4 starters were
Oh
hurt.
damn, I don't
4
know.
starters
Maybe.
were hurt.
I thought it was 2 that didn't
No, 4.
COVID and 2.
4 overall.
4
Beginning of the
overall.
season,
Yeah.
4 overall.
Yeah, so Kansas City, that's a tough game. Raiders after that. Raiders, and they're going to be playing on the 25th. I guess
think that's a
that is Thanksgiving.
Is that in Vegas?
No, it's going to be over here. And those tickets are for sale, guys.
Yes, they
Yeah,
are.
so that's going to be a great game, man. I mean, that's going to be really good.
I'm not sold on Derek Carr. I think that we have a win there. Dak versus Derek Carr. I think that's where it'll tilt.
Yeah, I mean, Dak is getting better, man. And I don't think Derek Carr is getting better. So I think
He's just
Dak-
too inconsistent. He's very
Yeah.
good, but he's.
So we'll see. New Orleans, 2 quarterbacks. They're not the same probably without Breeze, right?
There's a big saying. They say that if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterback.
It's true.
Right?
It's true.
So I mean, I think that they're also that's another team that their window of opportunity already passed them by. I mean, who do they really have? I mean, they have Kamara, who's explosive, but other than him, they really don't have much. I mean, I think their biggest strength is playing at home. Because the quarterback play is gonna be their Achilles heel.
I think you see the thing about us playing the Saints is our defense is always in question, especially their tackling.
Yeah.
And who's the hardest guy in the NFL to tackle? Alvin Kamara. So that's the only thing that concerns me. But if our defense can get tackled,
But the last time that the Cowboys played
that
them,
was 2 years. No.
Two-
The last time
but-
we.
yeah, Kamara didn't do much against them.
Yeah.
When was that?
Was it
I
last
think it was 2 years ago.
2 years ago, but
at
2 years-
New Orleans.
But 2 years ago was a different story. It was a very different story.
It was easy to tackle. It was easy to tackle.
In my dreams last night.
No, it wasn't easy to tackle. It wasn't
The
easy to
Cowboys were
tackle.
better.
That they had a different defense. It wasn't the same defense.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what they come up with.
Yeah, last year they didn't tackle anybody last year.
They couldn't tackle
No.
for
Now
They
next
couldn't tackle.
next 3 games are good. Washington Giants, Washington
Win.
Cowboys should win them.
Yeah.
They need to win them. And then Arizona.
Well, how about that? Didn't Washington pick it up there at the end?
They did, but not. If we had Dak, we'd be better.
I mean, they won
Oh.
the division, right?
Because we didn't have Dak.
But with
They have one of
A
the
losing
better.
record,
They have
yeah.
one of the better defensive lines in the NFL. I mean, if we stay healthy, I mean, with Tyron Smith and Lyle
Lyle
Collins,
Collins.
I mean that Chase, what's his name, Chase, the the defensive end that Washington has. I mean, the guy's a monster.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, that's somebody that we need to probably chip block and stuff.
What I hope doesn't happen is that we're on game 15 and the Cowboys have 3 wins and they're just 1 game out of the lead. You know, again, like last year. It's
So
like,
gotta keep
we still got a
playing.
chance. No, hopefully it won't happen that way. Arizona's the
Second
Philadelphia's the last game, right?
But Arizona-
So they got
Arizona
Arizona.
upgraded, right? They got another receiver. They got another receiver.
who?
They got Hopkins. They got somebody else.
Who's the North?
I don't know who the
They
next.
did. They upgraded there. I just don't know.
I like Arizona, but I think we're better.
I think the Cowboys are better.
Yeah.
We're not biased, are we? No, I think the Cowboys are better.
And the receiving core for the Cowboys, hey, is very good. Even if one goes down and Cedric Wilson comes in, they're even talking really highly of the one that they got in the 5th round.
Yeah, the other receiver. Yeah.
Semi
AJ Green.
Okay.
Semi
You see?
Some it's a
That's
weird name.
tough. They have AJ Green.
6'3", good speed, gets open.
Yeah. So
You're
Yeah,
not
so
complaining.
Arizona, let's get this right. They got DeAndre Hopkins, they got AJ Green, they got Rondell Moore, and they got Fitzgerald.
Yeah,
Fitzgerald.
and Fitzgerald's already old.
No,
Hey,
still good.
he makes plays.
He's
that
still
guy
good.
still makes plays.
He
If it
finds
comes
the
down
open
to it.
spot. He runs that. He plays that slot real well. He knows where to stand. He's like Jason Witten now in his later years,
Yeah.
but he has better hands
Yeah.
Hey, what-
and he runs better.
And he runs better.
He's faster.
A little faster. But it's just exactly like.
But he
Jason
finds the
Witten.
spot. Yeah, he finds the spot there.
And the last game is Philadelphia.
Philadelphia
I
wins.
guess that's when we rest.
That's when we're resting up
The 17th game,
They're out of
the
there.
17th game of the season.
I mean, we can make it 16 games. If we,
Yeah.
we do pretty good. I mean, the way we're predicting these games, I mean, they should be able to rest it out.
This seems like a really easy schedule.
It seems pretty easy.
Tampa Bay's tough. Kansas City's tough.
And you think the Chargers are tough.
And the Chargers.
I think New England will
But I mean, like,
find a way
tough
to
in
be
a way
tough.
that, like,
I mean, the way we're predicting these games, like I said, we should clinch and we'll have 3 or 4 games that we can rush our guys. That's the way we're predicting games.
That's the way we seem to be predicting
Yeah.
games.
yeah, but it never works out that way, does it?
No.
So we're
And
thinking.
that's why we play the game.
So we're thinking Cowboys are a playoff team this year.
That's
I
the
would
consensus.
say,
That's the consensus.
All right, playoff team. baby.
If they stay healthy.
All right.
Book it.
Now this is for Horacio. That I'm gonna mention the Dolphins, which are his favorite team, and let's just run through them really quick and see how many things they're gonna play: New England, Buffalo, also the Raiders, Indianapolis, Tampa Bay. Right there, they should be 1-4, right?
Exactly what team are they going to be? Exactly what team are they going to be?
Are you
here?
gonna be
I was thinking they're gonna beat New
New
England, lose to Buffalo, lose to the Raiders, maybe. But I don't know. They could beat the Raiders.
They're about
right?
all the same.
Yeah.
They're
I
about
see
the
him
same.
winning 9 games.
Buffalo's good. They're going to lose to Buffalo.
Yeah.
But these,
Yeah.
they're the same.
They can beat these.
Not
guys.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa Bay, they're gonna lose to Tampa Bay.
they'll be Jacksonville.
They'll be Jacksonville.
They'll beat Jacksonville,
Atlanta.
Atlanta. They'll beat Buffalo again. Probably lose. Houston, they'll beat.
They'll beat
I think they'll
Houston.
build.
Yeah, I don't think Houston's gonna do great this year.
No.
Who's their quarterback?
No.
Have no idea. I don't want to mention anybody there. Baltimore, I don't know. Baltimore's actually turned it up.
Yeah, and they had a lot of guys sit out also for COVID last year, and they still did well.
Yeah,
That
so-
guy's coming back.
So that's going to be a tough game. The Jets, they can win that.
Yeah.
They can beat Carolina probably.
Beat the Giants.
Beat the Giants. Beat the Jets again. New Orleans, they can probably beat.
It'll be tough.
That'll be a good game. Tennessee,
Tennessee's tough.
Tennessee's tough.
I think they'll lose.
Ten-
So that's-
I think they'll lose that. So, and then New England again. So they potentially can be a playoff team also. They look actually good.
I think that they have a lot of talent, but it's all going to come down to Tua. That's the main factor. It's all up to Tua. If he doesn't do well this year, they're getting rid of him. Because, I mean, they passed on the quarterback this year, you know, because they're all in on Tua.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's the main cog there.
You
Whether-
think,
That's right,
you
because
think
they-
they'll get rid of him?
Well, they
Yeah,
played them and then
really
they
do,
benched them, right?
because they have a lot of talent. They have a talented team, a young core.
They have a good
and
defense.
Their window is not that, you know, like that window closes right away. You know, free agency and all this stuff, and you know, so I think that if Tua doesn't do well this year, I think they move on.
Yeah.
I don't think they move on his second year.
3rd year.
30. I still don't think they move.
That's tough.
Yeah.
They expect these guys to be like ready to go right off the bat, and that's
That's the expectation nowadays.
Yeah.
When the expectation back in the 70s
hold the
was
clipboard.
you sit like
You sit and
4
learn.
or 5 years before you even get your shot.
You hold a clipboard for a couple
hold-
seasons.
yes, sir.
I mean, if he plays the whole year, you
Which
should know
I
what you
like
have.
that, dude.
You know,
I
you
like
should
that.
know what you have.
because I was thinking about that. I think Jimmy Johnson cut Aikman's career short a little bit by playing him that first year because he got concussions that first year against the Cardinals. Man, that boom, that hit to the jaw.
There's
that
a bunch of
was
really good
75
quarterbacks
yards.
that get thrown in there that are not ready, but they're really good and have potential. That their careers get ruined because
Yeah.
they get
And
in there.
I think it also depends on where you get drafted, the system that you're in. There's a lot of good
And
quarterbacks
that's
that get drafted, they don't do well. I mean, what's his name? There's a lot of examples. Tannehill is a good example
Vince
where
Young.
he was really bad, and then he went to another system. Now he's thriving in that system. Rich Gannon, remember Rich Gannon?
Yeah.
Rich Gannon is a really good example. I mean, the guy was just a journeyman all over. Then he went to the right perfect system for him, which was the Raiders under John Gruden. He took to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Jim
Yeah,
Plunkett did that.
and the best quarterback, if he gets picked first, goes to the worst team.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
he's
And
gonna
then
get
they
beat
throw
up.
him just in there with the worst team on.
And they
That's what I'm
they
worried
start
about
them.
this guy, Trevor Lawrence,
Trevor
too.
Lawrence, too.
So, you know, when Fisher was with the Rams as a coach, and he didn't want to start Goff right off the bat, he was like, he's not ready. Then they had to throw him in because everybody kept on pressuring him to throw him in. He sucked.
Yeah, he did.
He
did.
sucked really bad that first year.
Yeah.
And
they changed the whole system. They brought in a brand new coach, Sean McVay, and he thrived under Sean McVay.
Yeah.
So
For 1 year.
Yeah. Man, so Horacio, I think we're thinking good things.
Playoffs for the Dolphins.
Playoffs, Super Bowl, and we said if they go to the Super Bowl, we'll be there, right?
Wait, what? Did we say?
Yeah, we're texting, and he said that he'll go to a game if the Dolphins play the Cowboys, which would be only in the Super Bowl. So I think it might happen.
The Cowboys will be there. It's
I don't know about the Dolphins, man. I don't know about the
It might
Dolphins.
happen, man. You never know. All right, man. There's a few questions I have for you guys. First of all,
What's the question?
we know Mahomes might be considered like the best player in the NFL. Do you agree?
Yes.
All right. Yes. Okay. Who's the second best player? Gilbert.
that's too fast. I'm ready.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to go with a defensive guy, Darnold, with the Rams. That guy changes the game around. That guy, I mean, he's
That's a good
super
choice.
good.
That's a
Super
good
good player, and it's unblockable.
Yeah, that guy is
Yeah,
really
I wish
good.
we had him.
Yeah. We always get them when they're gonna retire and they suck already. Dude, it's like, why do you sign them?
Well, we don't want him then. We want him.
I'm going with a running back. Anybody want to take a guess who? Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, you can literally just give him the ball over and over and over.
I think this year he's not gonna do that great.
Maybe they're gonna figure him out because he's done it for 2 years already.
Yeah.
So
The
maybe
number
they're gonna figure him
one,
out.
the number one Tennessee fan, no way. So
Yeah.
they had lost 2 linemen, but they picked some up. So if he has good linemen, I remember when we went to go see him play in Dallas, those linemen made the Cowboy defense look small when they would stand on the line.
The thing about
And-
Derrick Henry this year is that they got Julio Jones. They have AJ Brown.
So it's gonna open
They
it up.
have
It's gonna open it
yes.
up.
Who are they gonna cover?
Yeah, well, true.
And then they have somebody else, another receiver, a deep ball threat. And Julio Jones is a deep ball threat. So who are you gonna cover? Are you gonna put guys in the secondary?
Brown, right?
AJ Brown is the other one, yeah. So
Yeah, I'm gonna take. He might not be the best player, but I think he's a game changer. Tyreek Hill. I think Tyreek Hill. You
My
give him
boy.
the ball, and I think that guy, you know, he can just change the momentum of a game like that. So I'm going with Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, those are good choices, man. Those
Tyreek
are all
Hill-
good choices.
he can change a game by himself.
Would you go with an offensive guy or defensive
Okay, no, he
guy?
needs somebody to throw to him.
Yeah, I mean, he's like a
You know
human
what?
joystick.
Yeah.
I like his choice, Tyreek, man. That guy is just good.
It helps that he has the best player in the NFL playing with him.
Hey,
Throwing
you
him
just
the
throw him
ball.
a screen pass. And the guy,
Yeah.
I mean, he's a home run threat every time he touches the ball.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
So-
They both help each other out in that little relationship that they have because this guy gets open just by running straight past the guy.
Does anybody remember we were at the game?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. He took it all the way.
7 seconds to go, all the Cowboys
Look,
playing
yeah.
The
back.
Cowboys
Yeah.
play like.
You also have to remember that the whole defense shifts to his side, so that enables either guys also to get open.
So it was bad.
He
7
is a game
seconds
changer.
for the half. Everybody's getting up to go get their beers and go to the bathroom. They throw a screen pass.
And it goes like 80 yards for a touchdown.
Yeah, And
Tyreek Hill.
no Cowboys around. He just runs it all.
They were
over
playing
for a touchdown.
prevent defense.
Yeah, they were playing prevent defense. They were all back,
They prevented
and no one
themselves
could even
from
tackle
winning.
him.
Yeah, it was terrible, man. But yeah,
Good
Tyreek
choice.
Hill. Yeah, good choice. Kind of hurt,
Yep.
but that's okay. Now, who do you think is the top riser, the up and coming star in the NFL? Maybe it could be a rookie. Maybe it could be an older player that is just coming into his own.
Dak Prescott. No, okay. No. I've said it all along. This is last year, man. Justin Herbert from the Chargers. The kid is special. Lawrence reminds me of him, but so far from what I've seen from Justin Herbert, I think he's a real deal, and he's gonna have a breakout year this year.
Charlie,
I'm gonna go with our CD Lamb. If he keeps Dak all season, I mean he was doing super. If he keeps Dak all season, he's gonna have a great season.
Actually, there's one receiver that did better than him as a rookie last year. The guy from the Minnesota Vikings. He had a better rookie season.
But in the first 6 games, I don't think so. No.
CD was coming on.
Yes,
man, so,
he was.
I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray. I like the way he plays. He's very hard to tackle. He's got a cannon for an arm, and he has some good receivers around him right now. So I think he's gonna have a good year this year.
And I'll go with Charlie, CD Lamb, man.
Maybe we can do a contest. See who has the best breakout year.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll stick with CD Lamb.
All
Yeah.
right, CD Lamb. We're gonna have to write him down, man. So, because if not at the
Yeah, I'll forget halfway through if he's not doing good.
I told you, Dak. Yeah. Okay, who's the top faller? The falling star. Now I know you don't know any, or you need more time to
Yeah,
think.
I need more time.
You need more time. So,
Top fall.
Carlos, who do you think, man?
Ezekiel Elliott.
No way.
Even though he came back in the best shape.
That's
of
what they
his life.
say, but everybody says like, yeah, we're in the best shape of our life, and then
Yeah.
I don't believe in him anymore like I used to. He was not mature enough to be able to maintain his success.
Right.
That's what I think.
No, is Roethlisberger still playing?
Yes, he is, right?
Yeah, he is, and I think that's
a
this is his last year if he's still playing.
All right, Gilbert.
Oh,
For the third year in a row.
Yeah,
Gilbert.
I can't win this one. I can't. I've said it before. I would say Tom Brady, but I can't win because if he does bad, he's old. If he does great, he's the GOAT. I can't win.
He's a goat.
I'm using that. If he's old, if you think that because he's old, it's gonna.
I just think that they're so loaded, and it kind of like it covers up all his, his
Flaws.
oldness,
Uh-huh.
but I mean, I would say Tom Brady. I mean, I think that like just the mechanics and his reaction, Father Time doesn't fail, and.
But you said that 3 years in a row.
Yeah.
Father Time.
It has to get into. You're bound to be right though.
Yeah.
One of these
It's getting
years.
close. It's getting close.
One of these years you're gonna be right.
Yeah.
It's getting close. Because Gilbert always mentions this, we are going to have the weakest link of the week.
The weakest link of
Yes.
this week.
And we're gonna start now for
Damn.
week 1, man.
Weakest link of the week. I'm gonna go with Chris Paul because he caught COVID.
All right.
In a very important time of the season.
Uh-huh.
I know we're talking about NFL, but it has to be that guy.
All right. Chris
It's all,
Paul.
are we doing okay? It's all sports. Go ahead.
All sports.
All sports.
All sports.
You know who got hurt? Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard hurt a knee and he's out for I don't know how many games. So I think he's the weakest link.
Well, he's not playing.
Well, that's why.
Okay.
That's
Well,
why.
Mike Lee will be his teammate.
Paul George.
P. Yeah. Pandemic P will be back, and he'll have a horrible game. He'll probably go for like 2 for 17, and they will lose the series to the Jazz.
All right. And I'll go with Coach McCarthy. I think our coach is not the greatest man. I mean, I think they signed him thinking that he was going to do great. And if the Cowboys don't make it to the playoffs for whatever reason, it's going to be.
He hasn't even had a good year yet.
I know last year
that
shouldn't have.
It shouldn't count against him.
No, we won't count it against him.
Yeah, but he did kind of woo him at that pajama party he had with Jerry Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
He kind of wooed him, and
Yes,
they didn't
that's
give
right.
anybody a chance to interview for that job.
That's right.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, I never agreed with it, but I mean, anything was better than Gary, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I mean, how you don't make a choice, right, with that first person you see, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. Anyway, so let's hope that he actually turns it up this year. Last year didn't count, right?
Last year didn't
We're not
count.
going to count it against him, but let's see how he does this year. We'll see. So if they lose to Tampa Bay, it's his fault.
His fault.
It's his fault. No.
Don't blame Dak, blame Coach McCarthy.
That's right. So it's nice that football's coming back around again one more time. You guys want to mention a little bit of NBA because I know you guys are watching it closely and your teams. How are they doing?
Oh man, I think that everybody's favorite team has somebody out. You know, I think I mean, I know LeBron came out saying that it was too quick of a turnaround. I mean, the Lakers they won the championship in the bubble, and now they had 2 months off, and now they're starting the regular season again. I mean, and now it's kind of like it's showing up because they had to like double like 2 or 3 games in 1 week, and now it's the wear and tear of these guys. And now you had Kemba Walker, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, not Tatum, but Jaylen Brown out. Then you had Embiid nicked up, then Harden's out, Kyrie. I mean, you name it. A CP3 got COVID. I mean that's not really an injury, but AD was like, I think that if AD was still there, I think the Lakers would have won in 6.
Yeah, I had to end with the Lakers.
Yeah, and Brooklyn without Kyrie isn't playing. Kyrie was making a big difference, and when he went down, I mean it was tough. They even had to come back from a 17-point deficit. The other day they had to Kawhi led the way, and then Kawhi got injured.
Yeah.
So,
but then also you have to also put into consideration the Jazz have had their starting all-star point guard Mike Conley out, so he hasn't been able to. That pressure's all on Spider Mitchell because Spider Mitchell has to bring the ball up and be the distributor, and that would belong to Mike Conley. So it's a big. I mean that's a big factor there.
Yeah.
When your starting point guard is out.
And then with Brooklyn, the beard Harden came back. I think he went 2 for 17.
Yeah, I mean he shouldn't have been out there. I don't think he should have been out there.
I think he was just out there because Kyrie wasn't there.
We could have been out there and we could have had the same game.
But of course,
didn't do much.
Kevin Durant was the same bad. Scored 49, I think.
Yeah, I mean the Bucks beat themselves. I thought, but
yeah, because they did lose a lead.
They could still win that series. It's still open. I mean, it's a toss up, and you can't really predict because of all these injuries. So you really don't know.
So I go back to the healthiest.
And that's in all sports, right?
Yeah.
And then last thing, fights, Carlos. Did you see any good fights?
We saw some good fights. Israel Adesanya fought. He won. He dominated his fight. We saw my favorite fight of the night, which was Brandon Moreno. First Mexican UFC champion ever. It was amazing to watch. The first time they fought, it was a very even fight, and they fought to a draw. But the only reason they had a draw was because the other guy got a point deducted. This time it wasn't even close. This guy came out and beat him up. He took his belt,
choked him out, and made him tap.
It was a great fight.
Wow.
It was a dancer. Was it the dancer?
What dancer?
Was it a dancer that got knocked out? Somebody dancing?
No.
Oh no!
No, that wasn't the.
Yeah,
But
so
it was
I saw that interview at the end. He said he had been training for 6 months. He goes, he trained 6 months, so I guess he did great, man.
He did great.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
First Mexican.
There's something coming up, or there's a good fight coming up, right? Fury and
Poirier and McGregor.
July 10th. Fury and Wilder.
Fury and Wilder. Yeah. They're gonna fight
coming
too. I don't know about that one. They shouldn't be fighting each other. He was gonna fight Anthony Joshua, and then Fury took it to court for his rematch.
It's all about the Benjamins.
Yeah.
The Benjamins, yeah. And was De La Hoya gonna fight or not?
He wants to fight Canelo, but no.
He wants to fight Canelo, but he's too far.
He shouldn't fight Canelo.
Is Canelo gonna fight Jake Paul?
No.
No.
Never.
Ron Paul? What's his name?
Never. He won't do him the favor.
Okay. All right, guys. Hey, man, it's been good. We're talking Cowboys once again, so we're happy about that. It's gonna be a good season, and hopefully we'll see you guys at one of the games one of these weeks. It'll be nice to go.
Comment. Let us know what you guys think about the Super Bowl. What if you disagree with us or agree with us? That'd be good.
Yes. All right, guys. Y'all take care.
Yeah.
Peace.
Woo-hoo.